What up, squad? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what the routine is. Setting up right now to get this live on Instagram popping. Once we get that going, we going straight into it. We going straight into it. Good morning, gang. Good morning, squad. We back with another MadMizzy Sports in the AM, and we got a lot to speak on. Y'all know I got a lot to speak on. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get this show started. Let's get right into it, squad. What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment. What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports in the AM, and we got a lot to speak on this morning, man. Uh, Mizzy came in yesterday adamant that the Baltimore Ravens was going to come in there and belt to ass the Kansas City Chiefs, man. And unfortunately, that did not happen, man. That shit was belt to ass Kansas City Chiefs on my Baltimore Ravens. What happened, man? Let's get into it. Let's get into the breakdown, man. Because I know everybody is extreme on each side of this, man. You got the Lamar haters that couldn't wait. Oh, see, most overrated quarterback. This is that and third. You feel what I'm saying? He had a bad game. We're not taking that away from him. And I'm not going to be like the Lamar apologist. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up here and talk about, it was Stanley. He was out. The defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. This, that, and the third. Make some plays, bro. That interception, when you up 7-3, was a game changer, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because that gave the Kansas City Chiefs confidence that, oh yeah, just put that linebacker right over the center when they don't got fucking Derrick Henry in the game, and we got him. We found something out. What did Tony Romo say during the broadcast? They got something. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, nah, bro. There's one drive. They was moving the ball. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to come back. We're going to keep the ball moving. No, bro. That's not what happened. They did figure something out. They did have a wrinkle in there, almost like my Niners against Jalen Hurts 2 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? Something that he didn't see, something he wasn't ready for, something he wasn't prepared for, and it's hard to make those adjustments in game, especially when you're going up against a talented, motivated team. You feel what I'm saying? That Kansas City Chiefs team came in hearing all about, oh, everybody going with the Ravens. Ain't nobody taking the motherfucking Chiefs. And the Chiefs ain't got no shot. Xavier Worthy, he just coming back. They still gonna need Rasheed Rice. Travis Kelsey washed. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. You heard all that. You could see it in Patrick Mahomes' eyes, bro. That man looked angry. I'm like, what the fuck did the Ravens do to this man, bro? That shit was ass whooping, bro. That shit was like, that John was like, high school or little league or Pop Warner where we really know each other. We really running into each other on the bus. We talking to each other. We see each other around the city. That's what that shit was like, bro. Like the Ravens was just talking shit all throughout Kansas City or Baltimore, just talking shit personally to the Kansas City Chiefs. And they said, oh, yeah, we got something for y'all asses. We got something for y'all asses. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, man, the Ravens injuries definitely played a huge part of it. When you think about you lose Roquan Smith, Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey, all in the game, don't come back. You feel what I'm saying? That's defensively, and they couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed with those dudes out there. You dig what I'm saying? So, yes, that's going to add pressure to Lamar Jackson and him pressing. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep putting this out there to L. Jack, man. Watch Jalen Hurts. His demeanor, bro. That's all I want you to watch is his demeanor, bro. Don't get too high. Don't get too low, bro. Stay even kill, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the turnovers and you taking major sacks ain't helping the team, bro. You get what I'm saying? If you dropping back and nobody's open and somebody's up your ass, you better try to get the fuck up field or get the ball out your hands. And if it happens to be a blowout, then it won't be on your hands. You feel what I'm saying? But you to go out there, have the one turnover that flips the game around while you up 7-3 and moving the ball, and then you fumble the ball right before half to make it I think that turned it into a three-score game, and then they came down, they kicked the field goal, so then I think it was 20-10 at halftime. But regardless, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't put your team in those predicaments when you know at the end of the day, the defense ain't gonna get you no stops. The defense ain't gonna make no plays. So you can't make it even harder. You can't help them put points on the board. You get what I'm saying? But it's September, baby. It's September, and I'm 34 years old. Just turned 34 September 9th, few weeks, or not a few weeks. Yeah, a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. And I've been watching football. I'm a football historian. You feel what I'm saying? So I done watched Eli Manning win 2 Super Bowls. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I watched Peyton Manning win his first Super Bowl backing into the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? For them to start off slow like this, Lamar Jackson got a hamstring injury. We don't know what's going on. Steady the ship. That's all y'all got to do right now. Steady the ship. Get a few wins under your belt. You still undefeated in the division. You still want to know in the division. Still got a bunch of division games ahead of you. Everything is still in front of you, Baltimore. But let's get over to the team that opened up the whoop ass, man. Y'all, I done got it out there. L Jack got to get his shit together. I got full faith because Lamar Jackson figures out every equation that anybody puts in front of him. It's just Steve Spagnuolo like fucking. He like a trigonometry teacher. That motherfucker can come up with fucking equations out of thin air. You feel what I'm saying? So Lamar's going to figure it out. But let's get to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. And that's why they are this decade's team, this century's team, even over the New England Patriots. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say as far as likability, as far as their fight, their grit, their toughness, their skill. You get what I'm saying? Like what Patrick Mahomes does, that touchdown pass to Thornton up the seam, bro, where he threw it layered. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Tom Brady was hitting those passes later in his career. He wasn't doing that shit early in that first early run. He wasn't doing that type shit, bro. This man Patrick Mahomes is special. He's the greatest quarterback I've seen so far, thus far. He's like Aaron Rodgers, but with the accomplishments. He's like Peyton Manning, but with the wins. You get or the skill and the eye-popping ability. You get what I'm saying? He's like Tom Brady, but with running ability. You know what I'm saying? He's just a unique breed. His competitive nature mixed with Andy Reid's creativity and them knowing what they want to do. They want to be explosive. They want to have the speed out there. They haven't done it the past few years, but with Tyquan Thornton, Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice coming back. Listen, bruh. Listen. This Kansas City Chiefs team looking like they try and make it to 4 straight Super Bowls and start a whole nother fucking cycle of winning Super Bowls and Lombardies. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, that Lions team, after week 1, they look like they rounded back into form. You feel what I'm saying? That Eagles team, they don't look like they plan on losing no time soon. So I'm loving what it's looking like. Kind of sad that it ain't my teams, the Ravens and the Niners, that's in the discussions, but we've been there before, and it's a lot of football left. It's still September, still warm out. Still fucking warm out, man. I still got my arms out, man. I ain't getting scared until I got a fucking hoodie on, baby. You feel me? Let's move on, though, man. On from that other ass whooping. I can't even wrap my head around. That was the worst game I've seen by the Baltimore Ravens in the Lamar Jackson era. By far. By far. And I do think the Ravens played a part in it, but I do think it was a lot more the Kansas City Chiefs sending a statement to the rest of the NFL. Oh, y'all think they them. We gonna shut down their offense and we gonna fucking continue. We gonna continue to obliterate their defense, sending fucking 3 of the top players of that defense to the bench, to the sideline with injuries. That was that was Bud versus Spence. You know what I mean? That was Bud versus Spence. You know what I mean? Damn, they did my boys dirty. But that's why I love football, because it ain't over. Ravens, it ain't over, man. Y'all know what y'all built off of. And y'all got punched in your fucking mouth, man. Y'all better get in that. Y'all better get on that field, man. Y'all better get on that field. Let's move on, though, man. Cowboys, Packers tie on Sunday Night Football. My reaction to this game is just I was gonna be like, oh, it's karma because I came out and this, that, and the third, but it ain't though. This is the Cowboys, man. They a better soap opera than All My Children. You feel what I'm saying? They a better soap opera than General Hospital. You feel what I'm saying? They the best soap opera on fucking television, bro. When you think they down and they out, oh, we can bet against them. We can bet against the spread. They dumbasses gonna come in there, put up some points, and tie the game. Not even win. Not even win. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, George Pickens is unguardable. Where was this at yet last week? Where was this at last week? You know what I'm saying? When y'all got bombed on by the Bears. Put up 14 points. Where was this at? So, I mean, the Cowboys, they come out there when they feel motivated to not get embarrassed. That's what it's all about. But then when they don't have that motivation, they get embarrassed. I.e., the motherfucking the Giants game. I don't care what you want to say. You gave up 40 points to Russell Wilson, who is now on the bench. That's an embarrassment. That's an embarrassment, bro. And then you got embarrassed by Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears, who only won yesterday off a blocked field goal. And because Geno Smith don't know the difference between the Raiders uniform and the Chicago Bears uniform. You feel what I'm saying? So, for me, the Cowboys, they proved to be what they've always been. The best soap opera on television. You feel what I'm saying? When you think they're not going to come out there and compete, they're going to come out there, compete, and make it a tie game. But when it's a game they should go out there and win and possibly dominate, they're going to go out there and lay a fucking egg. Because guess what? It's all about the headlines. It's all about what's going to get them to talking. What's going to be the curveball they not expecting? Let's go out there and put up a 40 burger against the best defense in the NFL so far. Watch how they lose one of these next two games against the Panthers, or they got the Panthers and the Jets coming up. They're going to lose to one of those teams, if not both, because that's what the Cowboys do. It's the best soap opera on television. You dig what I'm saying? So, Jerry Jones, that man's a great manager. He's the Vince McMahon of the NFL. He's the Turk Al Sheik of the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? Whoever the fuck, he's the Don King of the NFL. That's literally, matter of fact, that might be the nail on the head. Jerry Jones is the Don King of the NFL. Give you great promotions. You know what I'm saying? But as far as product expectation coming out, he just gonna worry about the curveballs. What's gonna be the best headline? You feel what I'm saying? So I wasn't shocked that the Cowboys came out there and put up a fight, just like I wasn't shocked that they went out there and put up a fight against the Eagles. But just like that, I wasn't shocked that they gave up the best game that Russell Wilson had in the past 4 years. I wasn't shocked that they went out there and had Caleb Williams looking like fucking Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert combined. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised at all about the Cowboys. I'm not mad that I lost my bet on this one. You feel what I'm saying? Still 6-3 in prime time against the spread. It's a great percentage, great winning percentage. You feel what I'm saying? Cowboys, they got me that game, but that's why I was skeptical about the Thursday night banner game against the Eagles, just because I know them. They're a great soap opera. They're going to cover the spread. They're going to cover the spread. You feel me? Let's get over to the proper team, the real team to talk about in the NFC. That ain't the Commanders. That ain't the Giants, and it ain't the Cowboys. It's the hometown team, Philadelphia Eagles, man. And they just keep rolling. They keep rolling, racking up them dubs, man. I'm looking at the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're the best team in the NFL, but they definitely got to be a little worried about AJ Brown. You get what I'm saying about AJ Brown and him? I'm not going to say about how he's going to attack the game moving forward, because if they call his number, he's going to go out there, he's going to dominate the best corner on the field, he's going to probably make a play. It's about moving forward, because I do think AJ Brown is a huge part of not just Jalen Hurts' success, but the Philadelphia Eagles like aura and the toughness, like it's big swole Batman. He's a part of that physicality of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a part of that big old offensive line. He's a part of that big strong quarterback in Jalen Hurts. He's a part of that dominant running back in Saquon Barkley. So I don't want the Philadelphia Eagles to give off the notion to AJ Brown that he's not needed. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all racking up these dubs and not giving him the ball, that shows him that he's not needed when we all know he is needed. Y'all gonna need him at some point. You feel what I'm saying? So keep him happy, especially when it's easy to do so. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all don't have to run the ball so often, so frequently. Y'all don't have to not get your star wide out involved. You get what I'm saying? So you like the wins, and we know AJ Brown is going to stay engaged as long as he's on the field. But as far as moving forward, will he be looking for other teams, looking for other avenues or other places where his value might be appreciated a little bit more in his eyes? You get what I'm saying? Because I've been a wide receiver, and anywhere in life, you feel what I'm saying? You keep just moving along without that person's contribution, you're going to give off the vibe that that person isn't needed. When at the end of the day, you and that person may know they might not be needed today, but to get to where you want to be, they're needed overall. So you got to keep them fed. You got to keep them happy. You get what I'm saying? 2 catches? That ain't cutting it, baby. That ain't cutting it. Because then it's like, oh well, I mean, if y'all think y'all can do that against the Bucks, then listen, when the next time y'all down, y'all better throw the ball somewhere else. We know AJ ain't gonna say that, but you want to keep them guys engaged, especially like I said, moving forward. I mean, AJ is a part of this team. You know what I mean, you don't want him to be in this upcoming off season possibly looking for another suitor. You know what I mean? So good win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, they have that championship pedigree to where you feel like they're just gonna make that play offensively, defensively, special teams. But you want to keep the talent there. Talent wins games, no matter what you want to say. And AJ Brown is one of the most talented wide receivers in the NFL. Keep them happy, Philadelphia. Keep them happy. Let's get over though, man. I split my one guarantee and my one upset yesterday. Damn, man. I mean, listen, man. If I didn't go with the Ravens yesterday, I probably would have went with the Chargers. They lost as well. So listen, I was going to be in a bad boat regardless as far as my guarantees yesterday. But y'all know, man, I pay attention. And like I said, what I say, man, Bears over Raiders. I don't even know. I didn't know why the Raiders was even favored other than being playing at home at Alliance Stadium in Las Vegas. Gino is reverting back into the bum ass Gino. They wrote him off, Gino. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers back to writing you off, bro. 7 interceptions in 4 games. You averaging damn near 2 interceptions a game, bro. You feel what I'm saying? 3 interceptions yesterday. 2 of them, Jones. Kevin Byard did the same thing, bro. He followed the clear out route. He followed the fly clear out route, and then he drifted back down into the dig route of Jacoby Myers. And Geno Smith made the same pass 2 times. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, Kevin Byard is reading your mail all day, bro. He know you want to go to that dig route. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit in there a little bit longer. You know what I mean? So, and then you threw another critical interception, and the only reason that didn't result in an L is because of a block game winning field goal. So the Chicago Bears came out with the win and all that, but it wasn't out of the Chicago Bears came out with the win and all that, but the Raiders should have easily won that game. You get what 100+ yards from Ashton Gency. He showed that he's a passing threat. I don't know why everybody came out with the narrative that he can't catch the ball out of the backfield, but Ashton Gency showed yesterday that he's a clear passing threat, and they got to get him more involved in the passing game because guess what? When you throw the ball out there, that's the open field, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you hand the ball off, you got to be synchronized. You feel what I'm saying? Your offensive line got to be good. You got to open up holes when you run the ball. But when you pass the ball, that's open field from gun bust. You probably just got to make one person missing. You out in the open, and that's what he was doing yesterday. So to see Ashton Jency had that great of a game, but Geno Smith basically piss all over that flame with those interceptions. It was is what I called, what I expected. Geno is reverting back into the old Geno, and that's because he's having way too much confidence in who he is. He's reading the news clippings too much. Like Geno, yes, you are arrived as a solid starting quarterback. You're not an elite quarterback, bro. I don't know why you keep just dropping back, slinging that shit. Like Geno Smith is not an elite MVP type quarterback. I don't know why he's going out there thinking so or throwing the ball that way. You feel what I'm saying? So hand the ball off. Give easy passes for Geno. They throwing the fucking ball 20, 30 yards downfield every play. Like this West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like this Geno Smith coming out from college. Like, bro, we know the game plan of how Geno Smith is a good quarterback. You get what I'm saying? Y'all trying to push him into being an elite quarterback. And that's why y'all lost. And that's why y'all 1-3. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of people were high on the Raiders, and then you get finally that explosive game from Ashton Jency, and your big offseason pickup quarterback pissed all over that flame. That's a bad joint for the Vegas Raiders, man. It's a bad joint. Then you got your old ass quarterback, your old ass coach, and Pete Carroll retired, bro. You like 75 out there, John, bro. Get some energy in there. You know what I mean? Get some energy up in Vegas. Got old ass 75-year-old Pete Carroll coaching the Sin City Las Vegas Raiders. No wonder they 1-3. Got Geno Smith out there throwing the ball all over the place to the wrong team. Come on, man. Looking like New York Jets Geno Smith. Fuck out of here, man. Let's get over to my squad, though. Bang, bang, Niners gang, man. Niners dropped to the Jags. That was another game that I predicted correctly. I don't like Brock Purdy. I told y'all this. I told y'all this when everybody was hype on, oh, he's winning, he's doing this, that, and the third. But when he's consistently throwing the ball, he's going to consistently turn the ball over because he lives in the middle of the field and he doesn't have a strong arm. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to have a lot of tips and overthrows because he doesn't have a laser. He doesn't have a rocket launcher attached to his arm. You feel what I'm saying? He's another Jimmy G. Like he lives in the middle of the field and he lives off of anticipation. But with that being said, that's going to cause a lot of tips and a lot of overthrows because you're living off of, like, I'm talking about immense perfect timing. Immense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have no room to spare. And if he does, he's overcompensating. You get what I'm saying? In his 2 games as a starter, he has 4 interceptions. Yesterday, 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble lost. I was trying to tell y'all, but no, everybody want to go off, oh, he's a winner. He wasn't a winner in fucking college at Iowa State. He wasn't a winner in high school. You feel what I'm saying? He's a winner when he was being able to make easy passes to Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, and they taking the ball and they scoring with it. Ricky Pearsall, yeah, he can catch the ball, but he's getting right down. He's not getting busy like Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, or Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey don't have the same juice no more. We're not the same team. And we were coming out, we were talking about, oh, the schedule, this, that, and the third. We should be 2-2 right now, bro. We should be 2-2. And the 2 losses should be coming from our starter. There's no reason why Mac Jones should be playing better ball than our elite, top paid elite quarterback, Brock Purdy. 4 interceptions on a year, bro. I don't give a fuck about the passing yards. 4 interceptions in 2 games starting. What a fumble lost in a critical situation yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday evening. So, I mean, I'm not shocked. Like I said, I thought Mac Jones was going to be starting again. So that's why I went with Trevor Lawrence. Like I said the week before, I said I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray over Mac Jones. I'm gonna go with, and like I said, I was probably gonna go with Kyler Murray over Brock Purdy. And I went with Trevor Lawrence over Mac Jones, but I damn sure would have went with Trevor Lawrence over Brock Purdy. Like, we still got to think about the pedigree. You feel what I'm saying? Brock Purdy is making it look good because Kyle Shanahan is a great play caller and great play designer. You get what I'm saying? But it's not like it's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, stuff that can blossom into something more. It's like there's nothing more we can do. You know what I'm saying? I think we've hit the ceiling with the offense. And that's sad when you see the statistics that's out there. Like I said, 4 interceptions in 2 games from Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? Which could easily have resulted in 2 losses, should have resulted in 2 losses. You get what I'm saying? And the Seattle Seahawks still 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Rams still 3-1. And we just fell back to 3-1. So I'm not too high on my Niners. In all honesty, I got more faith in the Ravens turning around with their injuries than my Niners. Because no matter what you want to say, it's one bad game from Lamar Jackson with 3 other dominant games. We haven't seen a dominant game from Brock Purdy. We haven't seen a game that the Niners won because of Brock Purdy, probably since the NFC Championship game against the Detroit Lions, bro. And even that game, you know what I'm saying? That deep pass, if main man, if I think that might have been Kirby Joseph that they threw that he threw the pass off his helmet. If he turned around, that's an interception. So I've always been fearful of that from Brock Purdy is he going to become turnover prone? And he has. He has because he lives in the middle of the field. He's not throwing the ball outside the numbers consistently like Lamar Jackson, like Josh Allen, like Patrick Mahomes, like Jalen Hurts, like Justin Herbert, like these dudes that got strong arms, bro. They got NFL style arms. You know what I mean? So I think we paid the wrong quarterback again, which is going to reset us again, which, in my opinion, tells me we may have to get rid of John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. As much as I love what they accomplished, if you can't evaluate the number one position in the NFL, that's a big issue, bro. That's a big issue because you're not going to win a Super Bowl like we've seen it. The Eagles smacked basically the same Kansas City Chiefs team that we couldn't put away. And I think the difference was the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyle Shanahan is a better coach than Nick Sirianni, but I think Jalen Hurts is a way better quarterback than Brock Purdy. I think he has a lot more to offer than Brock Purdy. And it's been shown. You know what I mean? So I think we hit that ceiling 2 years ago with Brock Purdy, and now it's all downhill, just like it was with Jimmy G. Sad to say. You know what I mean? Let's get over though for the nooks and crannies of the show, the money maker. Let's get it popping, man. Like I said, 6-3 in primetime games so far against the spread. Still got an amazing winning percentage. You get what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. We got the Jets at the Dolphins for the first game. We got a Monday Night Football doubleheader. I'm loving it. Another one. Jets at Dolphins. Got the Jets getting 2.5 points, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins just because I feel like they've been real close against some real good teams. They only lost to the Buffalo Bills by 10 points in Buffalo, and they honestly probably would have been in position to win that game if Tua doesn't throw that terrible interception. And I just don't see the Jets having that style of defense anymore. They've been getting shredded so far this season, even though they got Aaron Glenn as they head coach, and he's supposed to be this defensive mastermind. That defense hasn't looked the par so far. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I think the extra leg I had on there might have been over on the Devon A-Chain receiving yards because I think the Jets got a bunch of linebackers out, or it might have been over on the rushing yards, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? I'm going over on something on Devon A-Chain because the Jets got a bunch of their linebackers that are going to be out on this Monday Night Football matchup, and I'm going to go with the Dolphins with the points. I think they can beat the Jets by at least 3 points. You know what I mean? And I think the Jets might be coming off a little bit of a fictitious high from last week. Like they had a bunch of special teams plays that happened last week, a bunch of broken coverages that happened. I don't see that happening. I think the Dolphins gonna come in here. I don't see them starting 0-4 and losing to the Jets at home. I think they're gonna figure out a way to get a win this season against the Jets at home. Give me the Dolphins and the points. Then you got the Bengals and the Broncos. Got the Broncos favored by 7.5 points. It's a lot of points, man. It's a lot of points. But I looked at it like they defense real good. They coming off of a loss that they probably feeling like they shouldn't have lost against the Los Angeles Chargers. They got to keep pace with the Chargers and the Chiefs. Chiefs being 2-2 now, and I don't think the Denver Broncos want to fall. I think they are 1-2 so far because they lost. Yeah, because they lost to the Bengals. I mean, they lost to the Colts and they lost to the Chargers. They won week 1 against was it the Panthers? I'm not sure, but they won week 1. They 1-2 so far. They don't want to fall to 1-3 with the Kansas City Chiefs looking the way they looking right now. And we know what the Chargers looking like. Even though they lost, they still 3-1 in the division. They still 3-1 and undefeated in the division so far. So right now, I'm gonna go with the Broncos, and I think they're gonna cover the spread. I think it's going. I mean, they not gonna beat on the Bengals like the Bengals lost last week to the Vikings. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't see Brandon Brown and being able to keep it within 10. I think it's going to be a 10-point win for the Denver Broncos. They got a great defense. They going up again. I said Brandon Brown. I think it's Jake Brown, and I keep saying Brandon Brown, and I don't know where the fuck that name came from. He probably some college quarterback from back in the day, but I don't think Jake Browning will be able to keep it within 10. So give me the Denver Broncos plus the 7.5 points. And I think I went with I forgot what I went with over that one. I think I went with Chase Brown anytime touchdown. I think I went with a Chase Brown anytime touchdown. I think the Broncos going to cover the spread, but I like Chase Brown, and I think that the only way that the Cincinnati Bengals can even move the ball this game is to run the ball and get Chase Brown involved in the pass game. You feel what I'm saying? We know everybody knows that y'all want to try to get the ball to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but when you don't got Joe Burrow out there to get the ball to him and manipulate the defense with his eyes and extend plays with his legs, then it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. You feel what I'm saying? So open up that pass game a little bit by getting Chase Brown involved and get him a touchdown for me. You feel what I'm saying? But don't get it within 7.5 points. 8 points or more for the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go with both teams covering the spread on Monday Night Football. That's my prediction. 6-3 against the spread so far this year. Great record on prime time. Let me know what y'all think. This is MizzyWorld Entertainment, MadMizzy Sports in the AM. Squad. Ravens, fuck. Y'all gonna be all right, man. Don't shake up. Even if this season do go bad, this might be a step back season for the Baltimore Ravens, but they gonna bounce back, man. Ain't nobody shaking up. Lamar Jackson still 28 years old, super young, with a lot of football ahead of him. I'm way more fearful for my Niners because I feel like we're gonna have to reset on a quarterback position after probably next year, maybe even this year. You feel what I'm saying? So whenever you got to restart at that position, it's a big leap. It's a big change and a lot of sad days as a football fan when that reset button at the quarterback position comes into play. You feel what I'm saying? Ravens ain't got to worry about that. That's just another obstacle that Lamar Jackson gonna have to figure out, and he will. You feel what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think though. MadMizzy Sports. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. We'll be back Thursday to break down Thursday night football and give y'all my predictions on that game. Mizzy World Entertainment. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert, share. MadMizzy Sports in the AM. Squad.